So we've started, right? Oh, well, hello. Yes, we've started. Let me send out my thing. It's a bit too quiet in the death of nothing but just me talking, so I can probably do the Bulbasaur and stuff without having to turn off the music, but when we go searching for music, we'll have to do something about it. Okay, today's art stream. I've got good coffee. The art isn't going to be just digital drawing. It might not even be digital drawing. It depends on what I want to do. But the first thing I want to do is oh, don't do repeat back. How do I turn that off? Woof. Did it stop? No, it didn't. Great. I'm hoping that's not picking up. So it's just me listening to it. Otherwise, this will be a problem. Why am I not allowed to hit audio setup? Playback, there it is. Oh, it's not playback. What is it? Latency, compensation. Oh, shit. It does not just repeat. None of that. It's gotta be playback. I just don't want it to... I'm gonna look it up real quick. Is it this? Do I still hear me? No, just me by myself? Cool, good, great. That's what we wanted. So, very simply, the only thing we need from this is for me to say Bulbasaur. It's very simple. I want 3 of them just because I want a sound for important people, non-important people, and people who are extra important. So I think that'll be fun. And then I want an alarm clock. And a stopper sound and a calling sound. So we'll work on that. Okay. Bulbasaur. Is that good?
Bulbasaur.
Fine. How does Bulbasaur sound? That's close, right?
Bulbous.
Shut up. Okay.
Bulbasaur.
Heard. There we go. That's the first one. It's so simple. I'm glad I had other things planned for this day. Save. Oh, I guess I have to do export. Export to computer. Yeah, it's gonna be friend message. I do have a music folder. There it is. There we go. It does not need to be stereo. And it should be like nigh infinite or instant. So we can actually go here. Boop. There it is. Just to make sure it goes through correctly on this end. Yes. It's a sound file, you dummy. Wow, really? We're trying real hard.
Bulbasaur.
Thank you. Goodness. Computer, sometimes I don't know about you. Okay. The next one we gotta do is like a sadder one.
Bulbasaur.
It should sound lamenting.
Bulbasaur.
Yeah, okay. It's goofy. I'm losing it a little bit. I sound a bit too quirky, I think. But then it's mine, right? Where does this... Okay. Okay. Sorry for coughing on mic and a thing that requires sound. Export audio. Because normal messages are boring. Because if they're not friends, then who the hell? And then the last one is just a good old happy Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur.
Okay, there we go. We did it. Next part is going to be a little longer of a thing to do. Okay, so don't split it then? Is that what we decided? Okay, cool. I'm gonna look for some music. And then specifically, I kind of know what I need to look for each thing. We're gonna just take those clips and fuck with them a little bit. Because I need the Venusaur and Ivysaur sounds, and then I'm going to put them in the evolution thing, and that's going to be like my wake up alarm clock, because I think that'd be very extensive. I think I would wake up annoyed but not mad at it. Like I have the Kirby like trumpeting walking march sound from my old phone's design. So okay. And then check all three. Yup. Okay. And then I think yeah. And this is where it's gonna get a little hairy, because I'm totally using the music of other stuff. Don't want this one. That is annoying. Okay, we can use this. Let's see. Benefit to these people right here. I'm going to yoink, I think. How do I do that? I thought there was like a way to download things. It might be in YouTube. No. There it is. Standard. Not now. Oh, can I only download with... Oh, well, I mean... I mean, if that's the case, we could do something way more shady, but I'm not gonna do that online. On video. So, we'll keep this in a tab, and we'll get that later. And then, Ivysaur, sound, bite. Ivysaur! You're fucking with me. Someone did a me. Ivysaur! That's not even me, but it's, like, I could do that. Dear God. Calm down. Okay. That's what I wanted. And then we do the same thing for Venusaur, and then I can do the awful things I need to do for it later. Dear fucking God. That is not what that sounds like. If it is, I don't want to know. Thank you. So we have this now, and we'll use it later. The next sound that we need is, does he have, like, the... No, it's just that. Okay. So I did want to do the, like, evolution celebration song for this, too. Is this not? It's the same thing, isn't it? Does it have a point where it does? Nope. Alright. Evolution, ending trumpets. What about that? Is that gonna give me something? Damn. That I unlocked something. Trumpets was the wrong direction. So, Pokemon evolution is a thing, and I think that's what's screwing me for part of this. That's terrifying. Okay, well, I don't have the gumption to keep looking for that. Oh, I used one of the things I needed, didn't I? I sure did. Gotta look for the Ivysaur one again. Heard. Those three. We're keeping. Stop fucking with it. Oh, this is the first. Okay, so I had all three. Okay. I'm just dumb. So, what is a good call sound? Nope.
Hey, Julian. Hey,
Oh god, no. We're not doing that. Why? Oh, because I'm not using Firefox. That makes sense. Okay. We'll move it over in a second. I forgot that this is the reason I don't use Chrome. What did I type in to get here? I just typed that into nothing? Okay. That's a pretty good one. I didn't realize this was similar to the evolution sound. Huh. So we're looking for... The evolution is my, like, wake-up timer. I'm gonna make myself deal with that every day. Actually, that might be a better stop timer because it's less... be less egregious to my heart. So we need a good song to wake up to. This isn't a bad choice. Oh, that hits some memories for me. Also, shout out to this person right here. If you can see it, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, you can see it. That's loud. I don't have a connection to this song. Memorial Pillar. Okay. That's a good sound. Huh. Alright, we can wake up to that. So, what we're gonna do then. Sino. Route. What does it say it is? 210 day. I want just that. Cool. Got it. Ooh. Ah, motherfuck. Give me a second. You can have that one to look at. I'm gonna do the thing I was gonna do anyway. Is this correct? Oh, it's the freaking updated one. I actually kind of hate it. Too much production value. I'm waking up. I don't need to feel like I'm the badass that I'm not. There you are. You can hear it. It's just a little bit more dynamic, but it's also like far less real instruments, which I don't mind for waking up to. I'm dying. Okay. So we got that one. Choked on my coffee wrong. I'm not a fish. Ooh. Do we want this as our call song? That's a pretty good call song. Meow. Would it sound better remastered? Okay, cool. Did that. Got all our themes. Music part of this is done. Because I can't do this right here. tab. These can go away. Yeah, close the project. Do not need to save it. I don't think we need the music stuff for anything else. So I don't know if I actually need this. So the next thing we're gonna work on is over here. It's just a pile of stuff on this corner you can't even see. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do next. So there is, I'll put the music back on. There we go. There is a few things. I have a few worlds that I work on in like TTRPG, GURPS, D&D type stuff. And I have one that I'm currently working on because I'm playing it actively, and then I have a big one that I have not worked on yet. And I don't know. I think there is one that I haven't finished down here somewhere. It's so far away that it's not even visible anymore. That might have to wait. It's robots, and robots are hard. I think, let me see. For the GURPS After the Wave stuff, there's a file I have on my phone of strange anomalies, and we can try and find one that we want to make something for. Interesting. Okay. A hotel with ghosts. So, new image. This is for a phone. I don't want that anymore. Create. Just a block. We love just a block. But okay. So the theming for it is a... Let's stand up. It's a bit too bright. I say too bright and then I make it brighter. What if I hit here? I need to see what a sunset looks like. Goodness. Okay, so it is orangier. Okay. And then... Right, it won't show it to me if I don't have a different color. How tall? Not that tall. Alright, what color do I want for the base of this hotel? I guess like a really not dingy necessarily, because I don't want it to look like creepy. I want it to be like sunset on a kind of dingy hotel that looks initially very pretty. I'm thinking the theme would be that they find this hotel and it looks completely normal, and they get glimpses past the veil as they find strange things that can't be replicated, but the replication is all from ghosts. So what do I want for that? Probably something more saturated. Or devoid of color, so not saturated. Okay. That's a very strange base, but it's what we're working with. Add a new thing. And we're probably going to do a lot of line work. Let's look at hotels. Together. Wrong button. That's a pretty one. Know what we're looking for. We're looking for something, I guess, like this, but maybe just a little bit more antiquated for the sake of my visual splendor. That's crazy. Ooh. Of course it's freaking Disney. But yeah, I'm gonna clone your ass. Deal with it. Where is it? Open image, a new tab. This is what we're working with. Oh, you know what? Do have the angle strange. Okay, so we'll hit it a little bit lower. I'm doing a lot of not very rough for my rough. I do kind of want a lot of space in the front, so we'll hit it back over here more. What do I want this to look like? I like the way this roof was working. Whoa, it is having a rough time today. Just seeing what is happening. It doesn't have my thing activated, that's why. Yeah, you should be awake already. I said yes when you first started. Still yes. Thank you. Yeah, I don't care. Okay. We work now? Thank you. don't know where I want to put the baby backdrop on. I don't want it to look like some fantasy thing necessarily. But I don't want it to look... This one should be here. Then... Oh, well, I just realized they're doing it from an angle that's very... I do like how they're doing it. So, we'd be coming from this direction with our view. So it wouldn't be this way, it would be this way. Eventually I'll get there. I am going to use a bit of a bigger... So it would be like this instead. That's aggressive. I think I'm gonna turn dish off. It might be distracting me. I do want it off in this corner. No, I do. This is so confusing for what I want. I don't know what I want. Let's just hit it with this and just try and ride with it. Cloning what they got. That makes me up top. How do I do that angle? How are they doing that angle? It's like this. That's how they're doing that angle. Okay. That's a hard angle, but we could try that. Okay, cool. We made us shape, and it actually isn't the worst shape. And I think it does something even cooler if you're close enough to it. The farther, the taller, the bigger the buildings are in the background, they're even more aggressively expanded in a way that I can't see them. So how big do I want this? If this is like my entrance building. Because they have a thingy for that too, but that's more for cars. And in this realm, old would still be car in like this day and age. Hmm. Then bigger box. Ooh. Okay, come on me. A straight line. It's very hard. I do think that's something I lost when switching to a tiny tablet that doesn't have a lot of room for my hand and is very finicky. Whatever. Here. Here? Is that where I want it? It'll be a little bit up. So this would actually be like here, maybe. I don't have a solid idea of what I want for this hotel. And I think that's going to be my downfall here. But we have a side of a building. So far it is monolithic in its square solidness, but we'll get there. Then rough out the shape to about there probably. And actual center would be like right here somewhere. Okay. I think there's lawn mowing outside of my house, and unfortunately that means everyone can hear it. Let's do like less aggressive, for sure. But this angle maybe. It's a shape. Okay. That is a shape. I think it's going to be a shape that we work with. How do I make it into a hotel? Well, first thing I want to do, hit it with like an arch. Oh, you wouldn't actually see that part. Okay. That would just be open. this would be the back of the building right here. So this continues in perpetuity. Let me erase the parts that we don't see. Okay. And this goes like right here. And this does kind of make the door really, or the entire thing really small, and I'm okay with that because I don't want to make more than 3 layers of this building. But there's an entryway. Okay. And then, so we have our little entryway-ish thing. I've gone for a more curved look, so we could try and do that here too. Alright, there we go, that's what we wanted. And what if we did like a jetting out thing here? Just as like the front half. Do like a thing like this. Yeah. That's weird. I like it. This is incredibly strange. It's such a big thing. I've made a strange choice, but I kind of want to keep it. It should be further this way for sure. But for now, I think that's fine to continue on to something else. So, now I'm second guessing it. This gives like Nickelodeon trying to get kids' attention, but the bottom half immediately clashes with the top half, and I'm not sure how to be. Oh, you know, I think I know how to do it. So, oop. Get rid of this. And then what we can do is have a little lip underneath that's a separate section, and that might give it a little bit more antiquated nature for it. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Okay, so if this is flat against it, then we have a lip. And this is like where the name would be. Then we could do like something like this. Small curve, straight line. Fuck you. It does feel like if I was just recording myself on a camera with a sheet of paper, I'd be in less trouble. Yeah. So that would be the name of the thing, and then we have this little thing, and from there we can have another one jetting out, I think. Jesus fuck. Be like a little bit of a real physical object, like not just a flat design painted on. Do this one for this one first. How do I make this look right? We don't see it from that side, so it'd be like here. Huh. Let's get the shape down first all the way. And we'll fuck with that later. Okay. That is a choice. It's giving Western, and I am gonna have to deal with that, I think. From there, how would I break up? So it'd be 3 rooms. This would be 3 layers, I mean. Like that. That would be this half. And so that's how we would separate them out. do like a big window that almost jets out from here. Not that big. Kind of like you could see it from the front from both ends. What do I want? Would they even have something like this? Because you'd want the privacy. I guess I have to conclude this isn't that fancy of a place. So it would just have windows. Okay. Do I want some sort of lippy thing on each of these, or like some sort of... How many windows would I have? This place wouldn't get it. What if this is the hallway section in the middle here? And do 4 windows per side or floor? Okay. Bottom floor could not have as many windows, maybe. It gets like 1 less. How is it doing it? How's it doing its thing over here? Way better than me, but that's not what we're talking about. So it is like full up. Oh, those are doors, aren't they? Okay. Gotcha. Welp. In that instance, what do I want to do to evoke? Doesn't need to be doors, but like... An interesting choice would be to push this back a little bit in each section. So instead of it being... Well, get rid of this. So what if lip I'm just going to use the line tool. Well, okay. It's just bothering me at this point that I'm this off about every single line. Okay. And then we could do it so it's like we can do the same thing here. Well, we might actually from here up have a separation. And then do it again. Okay. And then a little thingy here on both sides. Okay. So we would get rid of this. That's our solid wall. Get rid of these. Okay. It things like this unfortunately require a lot of clean lines to look good because you're emulating something that was made through molds and shapes and math, and it is artistry to be able to do that, and with tools I could, but I do not possess the knowledge of those tools or the skill to just freehand in a digital space with an old computer that has a very tiny thing attached to it, but that's complaining. Point is, I'm going to be freaking out about it every time. I'm going to sit. It's looking a lot less insane. I think we're at that point where it's going to start looking a lot less insane soon. Okay. So... Oop. Then this can be related to... Good enough for this purpose. So then we need to determine where the actual building starts. Let's say it's like right here. And then here. Good enough for now. That's the inner building. It's farther away on that side. look better? Does that look more even? Sure. Okay. So, what I'm kind of going for, there is a thing. There's a few hotels where it's like the inside is the outside is the inside and the doorways are on the outside, and this is a bunch of doors on the outside, so it gave me the similar idea there. So then this would be just straight through and through the holes in the building. And then we would have some here too. So we'll do that real quick. Oop. Okay. And I think I want this a little bit lower than that, just so it doesn't look so out of place that it's just there as a strange thing. I mean, it already does look that strange, but let's get this looking a little bit less crazy. And then we can give them some lines. That is not a good line. Ugh. Okay. Okay. So that is our weird structure there. have a little window. Maybe this will be like the stairwell or something. I think it should be closer on this side. To this wall. And then okay. So we have that. The direction of this friend here is way more aggressive than everything else. And I think I am gonna take it and move it real quick. Yeah. And we can clean it up, but I want to move it real quick. Just to have a better angle. Because the rest of this is getting a little bit flatter, and I like the shape of it. What is the deselect? It's been a minute. Transform. Don't need to. CT. Where's it? Apply. No? Deselect. There you go. Get rid of this. And this. And this. Okay. So our lines are this. And so that's okay. Oop. another one. Like here. Get rid of this. Give me back my light. Okay. And then there's a door. Okay. Hotel. We're getting there. I do want some windows in this location, I think. Maybe like 2 big ones? Okay. This doesn't have to have a window, I don't think. I do want to try and do like a wall sconce type thing, maybe. Oh, there ain't no way that's gonna work in a perspective like this. I don't know what I was thinking there. Okay, so what doth thou use for your fun things for your lights? It's like tiny little archways with circles in it. That's really freaking cute, dude. Way to go, Disney, I guess. How am I gonna do that though? Is my question. I think doing that type of thing here would be fine. Because I could just do like a little boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Whoa, wow. Jesus fuck. Oh, I do think I know part of why this looks so strange. Like, kind of not fully there yet. I think it's that. clone that on the other side. Clone is a strong word for what's about to happen. And then if I add the dimension of like everything not being flat as paper, I think that's where we'll get more of our depth and it'll look a lot less strange. Because there's detail in places, but not every place. And I think that's what's getting us, or at least me, fucked up about it. Yeah, I don't really care. Like, I care, but not that much. Go away. Always better from the other side. That's too tall. That is the problem. It's the one thing you can't fake when it comes to both of the perceptions. But this... It's really hard to work in this medium. So I actually think it's further down. Is that what I'm gotten wrong? It's like over here. You know, it's a good thing I'm gay because I can't draw straight. Like, at all. Oh, hey. These lines, they're going to kill me. Then they do not look the same. Even remotely. But that's fine. Okay. This is gonna bother me for eternity, and I'm gonna have to let it go soon. Alright, well, cloning is not my strong suit, apparently. This isn't even end stuff, so I should not be trying so hard on it. This might take more than one stream, and that's okay. Alright, how else do we want to do this? Okay. So it is a structure. It's doing a thing. What do we want sconces to look like? Not you. You. That's a good option. Looking something that looks good on its own in the middle as the center point in an outside setting. These are all so minimalist, it's kind of really disappointing. Alright, Herd. Make this smaller. boring. Let's do... Oop. Yeah, from far that looks fine. Okay. Could probably do... What else can we do to make this look more lively? I guess... Oh, right, put the dimensions in. Duh. Show. First thing. Gotta... Well, shit. Just a little bit of cleaning, because I still am not sure if I'm going to try and clean this up enough to be its own thing, or if it's still the base, and if it matters if it's the base, because it should be pretty enough to show a design. And I don't think it's there. But what we want... Okay. The littlest bit of this not being a 3D object. Or it being an actual 3D object, I mean. I think that'll help a little bit in making this feel like it's not just a piece of paper being drawn on. Oop. Shapes are hard. Geometrically equivalent shapes are hard. Okay. Okay, so do this line too. I should probably also shave. I have not done that yet. Okay. And then a little bit for this edge, looking like a oh goodness. Okay. It is just such a mess. Making the bigger structures really screwed me over for this. Okay. That's something. So interesting. I think it skips along a lot when I'm from like too far away from the actual paper. When I try to get the big picture and draw, I think it really skips around a lot. Or maybe I always skip around a lot and I just don't notice it because it's not a big deal when I'm close up. Hey, how are you? Doing alright. I'm figuring out that I'm really bad at drawing again. Once again learning this fact that I already knew. You think you got shadow banned? How so? Thanks. My weird box. Oh, weird. I mean, I saw you existing. I don't know that that's a me thing. I don't know that that's on the Twitch server's problem. I'm not really sure. But it's good to have you here. As long as the data isn't gonna screw you over for using it. Also, I didn't realize this, but the chat, when I was looking at my videos, the sound for it does actually go through. Channel. Is it settings? The messages are appearing. Like I'm seeing them. I'm hearing it, and I didn't realize that it could be picked up on the stream itself because I don't want it to record what I'm hearing. I just want it to record what I'm doing. So I'm not sure which part of that is making it a thing. It might be the background. But the background should just be picking up my music. So I don't know. Something for another time, I suppose. I should really download this song compilation and then just yeah, well, you know, I should have like my own list. Oh, I don't have a category? I thought I had art. This is fair. This is fine. What is it called? Where is it? Boop. Thank you. Okay. It is a thing. It is quite a thing. I don't know if it's a good thing, but it is a thing. I don't think it's me. Hold on, I can look. I'm not even sure where to look, to be honest. Oh, gosh. Throwing shit around, trying to... If you're sure, all of my stuff has fallen apart. Gotcha. I'm sorry. That's not very fun. I wonder if they think you're spamming or something? Like a generic bot of some sort? Because you engage a lot. So, I mean, that seems really foolish because I imagine there's other people who engage as much as you do in content. So I wonder, like, why you got pinged. Yeah, are you a bot? For sure. Are you made of real? Do you dream of electric sheep? And are you old enough to even get that reference? Totally racist to cows. For sure. No, I would totally see about, like, looking at a Twitch moderation thing, like, hey, why is this being a problem? Maybe like an FAQ. You dream of electric cows. Do you understand the reference? Because I think I was barely old enough to get that, and I don't think I got it from the source. I got it from other things referencing the source. It's a thing before we got this far into AI. Yeah. I think it's from, like, I'm not smart enough for this, but I bet you if you quoted it back to where it originally comes from, you would find a lot of fun commentary about the nature of AI and also the nature of my brain just the nature of, like, humanity and, like, freedom and freedom of thought and expression and being of oneself. It's quite interesting. Oh, wow, that's really cool. My my IT apprenticeship just finally told me that I might be able to do something. That's insane. Randomly getting information about possible jobs and apprenticeships, that's crazy news. Random good news good. I don't know if you're AI, but if you are, you're a very reactive and intelligent one. So good for you. AI cow. Bip bop beep boop. What time is it? How long has the stream been running? Oh no. So, really quickly to let you know what this is, since you have not really been here for a lot of it this time. This is a hotel. If that wasn't obvious, that part specifically. But it's a hotel in reference to a game I'm writing where I think I want to put sconces back there. What if I just take this real quick? But there's a game called GURPS, and it stands for Generic Universal. What the hell is it? Generic Universal Roleplay System. And basically what it does is right. Okay. It allows me to do like write any story, and it will allow for gameplay beyond that for the sake of how do I explain this? You can make any story, and there is like a way for you to write it as if, like, you know what D&D is? It's basically that, but less restrictions. There isn't really level ups as much as there is just like, this is what the creator wanted in their story, and this is what the player wanted to do in said story, which is pretty cool. Okay. So I have a post-apocalyptic story that I'm working on called After the Wave, very generic, where basically the veil on Earth was removed and intelligent life is in Earth, aka humans and other beings, and aliens came down and we're like, hey yo, you're about to have a lot of crazy shit happen to the cows too. There is a furry group so cows too, but anything with intelligence will be escalated in evolution, and anything with like physics will be increased tenfold. Like cars don't work anymore because the reaction is so strong that it blows up the engine, as opposed to just generating forward force momentum. Like it's not like it becomes a bomb because it's too strong to be maintained in the metal. So it kind of like amps up everything that exists that we have created. And because everything amps up so aggressively all at once, it destroys a lot of society, and gets overtaken very quickly by the amped up plants and by creatures and by nature gaining sentience and a lot of stuff like that. And humans generally all take forms coinciding with things like robotics or animalistic tendencies or just more aggressive humanity, in the sense of like your brain equals perception times 10 is what exactly. So it's this huge thing where a lot of change happens, and I have a bunch of anomalies written down for like just strange little ideas that are not necessarily unique in any way. And one of the ones I want to do, which is not very unique, is there's going to be a hotel as a random encounter they can have, and the hotel is going to be from before the wave crashed out and destroyed everything, and it somehow maintains the ability to stand in all of that, so it's kind of like not old but maintained with old stuff, like refurbished, I guess. And the hotel is going to be haunted, and the way it's going to be haunted is that like randomly it's going to run like a normal hotel. It's kind of weird for it to have all of the things that a normal hotel would in this day and age. So that's already kind of strike one for it, and then when the players come in, they'll be randomly greeted for like moments of time where the players will get like kind of a jump scare in some way, and like the more they become aware of it, the more the jump scares happen. So yeah, it's a roleplay-y type thing. It wouldn't be anything that I would want to do online at this point. I would need to have a lot prepped if I was going to do it online with not just like friends that were real world on Discord type friends. But I want it to be like, what's happening is that there's like a mass illusion that occurs specifically from the ghosts, which are all of the staff, and it continues to affect the players. There we go. We'll save here. But it continues to affect the players as they interact with the environments being set up by the ghosts. And so it initially looks like a beautiful hotel, but it is all an illusion. And the more they peel back the curtain, the less the illusion sticks, and you see the grimy underneath. And then eventually it's just ghosts. And I'm not sure if those ghosts are malicious or not. It'll probably be based on whether or not my players attack them, but or like run scared. But yeah, this is what we got so far. It looked a lot better than when it did when it started. My friends or my players usually also befriend things, but we'll start here, and we'll see how that works out. Thanks. So this is where we are, and then next time what we can do is make the front area of it, color it, and then make it a bit dingier and probably make a music for it, like a sound that I can have in the background, like 2 different types. Yeah. See where it goes. But this is where we'll stop. A random moo. I can make a moo sound creepy. Also, you missed it. I recorded for like a few seconds earlier to do the Bulbasaur sounds. I mean, you could watch the YouTube video. But okay, I think I'm going to end the stream there. I hope y'all have a good day. And hopefully I'll do more than just this week. Thanks for coming by.